What's up, Smash Tribe? Welcome back to another great week. I hope you're doing well and doing everything in your power to stay safe, even as we trust God that this season of the pandemic will come to an end soon. Continue to wash your hands as often as possible, use your face masks, maintain physical distancing when public spaces. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dr. Progress and I'm so happy you could join today. Our aim on this channel is to promote positivity and help each other become our best version, grounded in values and principles. If it sounds like a journey that you want to be on, hit that subscribe button and join us. In today's video, I share the story of how a man would have saved his unborn children if he had asked one question and not assumed. Let's jump right in to today's video. Love is a beautiful thing that we ought to demonstrate every day of our lives, not just in the month of February, even though the month of February is a month that is dedicated to love. We should love all the days of our lives. Love is filled with positives and is also filled with negatives. There is a tendency to be skewed towards what researchers call the negativity effect, where we focus more on the negatives in a loving relationship than the positives. That when it doesn't matter the amount of positives that have happened, if one negative happens, there's a tendency to dwell more on that negative and obsess about it. Same way with criticism, which I write about in the blog this week. When critique is made, it does not matter how many praise you've received. That one criticism has the ability to skew your minds to fall into what the researchers and psychologists have termed the negativity effect. We must do everything in our power to ensure that we do not fall into this trap of the negativity effect. Let me share a story. I read of this touching story sometime this week. It's the story of a man and a woman, a very, very loving couple who were married for over 10 years. For 10 years, and they had no child. They were so in love with each other that they hoped that by the 11th anniversary, they would have a different story to share with their family members who were persuading them to seek a divorce. But for the loving bond they have between them, they refused to go that route of getting a divorce. So they stuck it out together. One day, as the husband was returning from work, he saw the wife down the road with another man, and this man had his hands on the wife's neck and shoulder. They looked very happy as they walked down the road. He noticed that during the whole of that week, this same man was with his wife at various locations, and one evening as he returned from work again, he observed that this same man came to drop the wife off in front of their house and gave her a kiss on the cheek. He was very angry, he was very sad and jealous, but he did not say a word to his wife, and that was a very bad decision. He did not ask any question. 2 days after this event, he came back from work very tired after a hectic day. As he was in the house, getting water with a glass jug from the water dispenser, the phone rang. And as he picked the phone to talk to this person on the other end of the phone, he heard a man's voice that said, "Hello, dear. Don't forget I'll be coming to your house tonight, as promised." The husband dropped the phone and felt in his spirit that, oh my God, I have lost my wife to another man. And so in that mood of that emotion, he became shaky and the jug fell off his hand and broke all over. Water splashed and the glass was broken into pieces. With that sound of the broken glass, The wife came running into the room and asked, is everything okay? In that annoyance of the husband, she just pushed the wife and the wife fell. He then realized that, oh my God, my wife has just fallen down in the same space where the glass jug just broke. She was there in a pool of blood as he watched, looking for pulse and wondering. In that moment, he saw a letter in the wife's hand that read, let me read the letter that was in the hands for you. The letter says, my loving husband, words cannot express how I feel, so I had to write it down. I have been going to see a doctor for over a week and I wanted to be sure before I give you the news. The doctor confirmed that I am pregnant with a twin and our baby is due in 2 months from now. The same doctor is my long lost brother whom I lost contact with after our marriage. He has promised to take care of me and our baby and give us the best without collecting a dime. He also promised to have dinner with us today. Thanks for staying by my side, your loving wife. At this point, it all became clear to the man what had been happening. If only he had asked for clarification and not assumed anything of his wife, the story would have been different right now. In that process, the letter fell off his hand and a knock came on the door. As he opened the door, it was this same man. He had seen his wife for those period of time and thought, oh, I had lost my wife. The brothers came in and saw the sister lying down in that pool of blood, and as a medical doctor, did all he could, but then the baby was lost, but she survived. Do not be so fast to take unnecessary action simply because you had your information or facts grounded in assumptions that were not necessarily true. Asking questions can make a whole lot of difference, just like in the case of this husband and wife. In this season of love, is there somebody that you truly love and wish to be in a committed relationship with that will lead to marriage, and you're there assuming that, oh, I can't ask this one out, or for certain reasons you've told yourself, this person is not for me? Is that a fact that you know for sure, or it's an assumption? Are you in a loving relationship where some things are not working the way you want them to work, and you're allowing assumptions destroy the bond that you're building with your partner to a point where there is no trust right now? Asking a question and not making an assumption can be what makes the difference to save your relationship and avoid the negativity effect that we talked about in the beginning. So why not go ahead and stop making assumptions right now and ask your partner with no judgment, whatever it is that is troubling you. Ask, and you'll be shocked at the difference it makes when you do not assume. Not everything you see, hear, or believe about another person is true. So you must learn to control yourself irrespective of what you've seen or heard in all situations and in all conditions, rather than assume and allow assumption push you to actions that you will forever regret. Ask questions. Thank you very much for staying to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and join the Smiles Tribe. Let's together build ourselves to be our best version, grounded in values and principles. Till I come your way next week, my challenge to you is to intentionally review all the relationships you're in, all the assumptions you've had in the past. Were they founded in real fact? Ask questions from those people whom you've made this assumption about in this week. Till I come your way next week, keep spreading smiles. Blessings.